Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi works with a real estate company to hold a free clinic in Kota Banda, Indonesia, serving more than 400 impoverished residents. Philippine Tzu Chi volunteers distribute rice and invite 30 doctors from Timah and the Chinese General Hospital to provide medical service in Manila's Parola. Volunteers in training in Xinjiang and Quanzhou of China visit care recipients to deliver love and care as well as learn lessons outside the classrooms. In Indonesia, Samarakan, a famous real estate company, recently worked with Tzu Chi to hold a free clinic in Kota Banda. At the free clinic, more than 400 impoverished residents were able to seek medical treatment, as well as learn precious health knowledge. Let's take a look at how Tzu Chi joins its effort with a large corporation to bring much-needed care to people.
The patient in wheelchair speaks of his worries and agony when he sees a Timah doctor. Tzu Chi joined hands with Samarakan to provide free clinics to local people in Kota Bandung. The locals do not have money to see doctors. Now they seize the chance and come.
This is a wonderful opportunity for me and other poor people to see the doctors.
We feel honored to hold a free clinic in Kota Bandung. We hope to help the locals become healthy again. We will also teach them correct hygienic education so they can stay healthy.
The free clinic forms good affinities.
We just reached an agreement with Tzu Chi that we will work with Tzu Chi Kota Bandung office to promote recycling and also more free clinics. There will be more cooperation with Tzu Chi.
When a charity group joins forces with a large corporation, the power will multiply and they will be able to contribute more to society.
Tzu Chi Thailand chapter held its monthly free clinic for refugees in Bangkok. In addition to medical services, volunteers also provided a venue for refugees to learn job skills. Many hope this training will improve the living condition of refugees and give them the opportunity to become self-sufficient.
To prepare for the monthly free clinic for refugees in Bangkok, Tzu Chi volunteers and Timah members came in the early morning to decorate the venue. At the site of the clinic, a group of medical volunteers are checking the health of refugees, while on the other side of the site, some refugees are taking the free drawing design course lectured by a volunteer who is also a refugee.
Refugees are facing a lot of problems, especially financially problems, and otherwise if they are going to move to next country, they will not have any skills where they can get respectful office job. So we have started a program to help all refugees.
I feel very proud after learning this class because this is such a good thing for my future, for my family, and I think all other students, all other refugees who are here in Bangkok, they must be learning this class.
To improve the living condition of refugees, Tzu Chi volunteers in Bangkok not only provide a venue for them to learn professional skills, but also increase the number of clinic days starting from May.
When the refugees suddenly get sick, they usually don't know where to seek medical assistance. If we have doctors providing services here every day, it will be a great help for refugees.
To spend on every patient more than half an hour. And although it took time, but the patient happy now. And with their happiness, their disease maybe decrease more.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Bangkok indicated that the establishment of the Jinsi Ho will benefit Thailand in many ways. Besides providing free medical services, volunteers will also offer social education courses, allowing more people to know about Tzu Chi.
In the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers recently headed to Manila's Parola compound to bring love and care to those in need. Besides holding a rice distribution, volunteers also invited a total of 30 doctors from Timah and the Chinese General Hospital to provide free medical services for the underprivileged. The residents also seized the occasion to express their gratitude to Tzu Chi volunteers. Let's take a look.
This slum area looks like a maze. If one wants to find someone else, a motorcycle plus the help of local residents are a must. Volunteers finally found this family they have been looking for. This 1.5-year-old baby girl looks weak, as she is even unable to open her eyes. Her lung and heart problems lead her to be bedridden.
This is the cardiac glycosides for controlling heart disease. My daughter also suffers from pleural effusion, so this medication is diuretic and is helpful for reducing symptoms. I hope some kind-hearted people can help my daughter undergo surgery.
Her husband's meager income is not enough for them to pay the expenses for their daughter's surgery. With the guidance of volunteers, this father holds his daughter in his arms to see a doctor near the streets and gets the medication that the girl needs.
Good naman yung ginagawa ng Tzu Chi Foundation.
Thank you, Tzu Chi, for bringing us here to provide medical services in this area. Residents living here are very poor, so it's really difficult for them to seek medical assistance on their own.
Para lang kumuha ng medical assistance.
This little girl who is eating always feels headache, and she also has blurry vision.
So I think
this girl's eyeball is oppressed by a tumor, leading her to start to feel headaches since the end of last year. She feels so painful that she often wakes up at midnight. Her grandmother has to give her painkillers right away.
TIMA members in the Philippines cooperate with the doctors of Chinese General Hospital in Manila to expand their medical services to the dark corner of the city. Besides offering medical services for the less fortunate, volunteers also host a rice distribution for them. Praying together, some of the residents vent out their emotions. Doctors also came on site to deliver the rice to the residents, providing them with warmth and love.
TIMA recently hosted a free clinic at Pingdong's Henchun in the community of Gangzai village. Among the volunteers seen at the clinic was Pan Yifang, who used to work at the National Zhongshan Institute of Science and Technology. When Pan saw the lack of young spirited people working in her hometown, she quit her promising career in order to help her community. Now she enjoys helping the children as well as the seniors in her community.
These elderly get seated in the vehicle as they are ready to depart from Xuhai to Gangzai village. What looks like a reunion of old friends, this meeting in the remote area of Pingdong is actually a medical clinic.
If there is a medicine, when love and care is aided, that pill is miraculous.
The miracle pill Pan Yifang talks about is the love and care brought by the Tzu Chi volunteers. Children also come to the free clinic. 40-ish Pan Yifang is bred and born in Xuhai. She had once worked at the National Zhongshan Institute of Science and Technology, but now she is often seen keeping the children company.
I'm happy to see the seniors, and seeing the children make me better. I've improved. I feel fulfilled.
As the village has few young people due to them seeking work opportunities in the city, the children and senior are not well taken care of, resulting in Pan resigning from her job to return to her hometown to work. There are many like Pan who have discovered what's really important to them and give up what seems to be a promising career to pursue their passion.
Turning our focus to China, 37-year-old Wu Xiaodong was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease when he was 32. After seeking medical treatment in Taiwan, he returned to Shanghai in March. With the help of Tzu Chi volunteers, he and his ill parents are now staying at a nursing home. In our next report, we'll take a look at how he's undergoing rehabilitation and starting a new life in Shanghai.
It is another day at the senior home.
Steph from Dai TV in Taiwan is here to see you. Look up if you are happy. Look up. Are you glad to see Xiaodong standing like this? Yes, look up. You are happy, right?
Wu Xiaodong's father has motor neuron disease, his mother has diabetes, and he suffers from Parkinson's disease. With the help of Tzu Chi volunteers, this family is now staying at a senior home. Wu Xiaodong's father wrote this poem in the past. As a graduate of Fudan University, Wu Xiaodong was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease when he was 32.
最严重的情况就是吃完摔下去爬不起来啊。
The worst situation was that he could not get up after falling. His mother said that he rolled on the ground. We cannot guarantee that he has healed completely. Xiaodong looked up on the internet.
有上网去查。
He said that medical care is most advanced in Germany and Taiwan comes in third place. He has looked this up on the internet. Taiwan's medical care is truly great.
After receiving medical treatment in Taiwan, Wu Xiaodong returned to Shanghai in March. The volunteers have set a rehabilitation schedule for Wu Xiaodong.
来，小东，来，膝盖弯一下，再弯一点，再弯一点，丢出去。
抓住我！
丢出去！
不行，小东他。
Xiaodong also goes to the Tzu Chi recycling station near the senior home.
健康好，还有呢，做环保，智慧高。牛，还有牛。这个暖的。用来，下个用来。好棒啊！快点。
37-year-old Wu Xiaodong is now starting a new chapter in his life.
谢谢你们。你对着我笑，嘻嘻。
To become a certified Tzu Chi volunteer, one must undergo training for 2 years and practice what they have learned. Let's check out the recent Tzu Chi volunteer training session in Fujian, China, where volunteers in Jinjiang and Quanzhou gain some hands-on experience by bringing love and care to those in need.
Yang Ziyou became paralyzed because she once jumped into a well, injuring her spine due to an argument with her husband.
You should wish good fortune on your husband and forget about the past relationship. Now that you want Tzu Chi volunteers to develop a friendship with you, you should learn from Tzu Chi brothers and sisters and treat him with joy.
With the company of volunteers for many years, she has finally forgiven her husband and has gradually become open-minded.
Volunteers have been helping me with the medical treatment at the hospital for my bed sore. I share their dedication with many people, and they all said that Tzu Chi is great.
We normally learn theory and knowledge during the training session in the morning, and in the afternoon we learn from some Tzu Chi sisters to practice the meaning of Jingse aphorisms. I think only by internalizing what we have learned can we truly cultivate our virtue and spread it through our acts.
Volunteers also bring love and happiness to this nursing home where they help these seniors trim hair and cut nails. A cup of tea along with a warm hug also shows caring interactions. Tzu Chi volunteer training is held in 5 different regions in Fujian, China, where trainees learn Tzu Chi's humanitarian in the morning and gain hands-on experience in the afternoon. Volunteers help this senior fix his leaking home with a large canvas.
Several areas of his home may leak, so the most important thing to do now is to prevent his room from leaking so that it won't affect his daily life.
Volunteers also help seniors clean their home and bathe them with respect and sincerity.
In the beginning, I was reluctant to do this, but later, with the guidance of brothers and sisters, I was able to get myself involved and treat seniors like my own family.
Through these care visits, volunteers have discovered a new meaning to life through giving.
Also in China, in celebration of International Children's Day on June 1st, city volunteers in Suzhou took the initiative to organize a book donation activity. They invited kind-hearted people and entrepreneurs to donate books and give them to underprivileged students at a local school.
To celebrate International Children's Day, Tzu Chi volunteers and some kind-hearted people in Suzhou organized a book donation activity.
I have been reading these books since I was young and have been inspired by them. I think these books can help bring a positive impact to the children.
Here at a local school in Suzhou, children are waiting patiently to receive their gift on this special day. Volunteers also accompany them home to read the letters they received from some kind-hearted people and volunteers.
You should discover your advantages and open your mind, okay? You should walk outside to make some friends. When people don't come to our world, we should walk outside, all right? Keep going and do not underestimate yourself. It is usually not easy to achieve the simpler things, understand?
This boy, He Yuxuan, lives with his grandmother after his mother was sentenced to jail. As they live in poverty, volunteers bring some letters to him, encouraging him to bravely face his difficulties and be filial to his grandmother.
所以，无论我们现在面对什么样的事情，我们心里面要把它不要看得太重，要努力向前，好不好？好，这个是给你的哈。
我看到每一个这个。
I can see each volunteer's face is brimmed with a smile, and they are friendly to each person. We also want to pass this kindness and spread it to people around us.
向周边来加以扩散。
Volunteers in Suzhou indicated that this care visit, along with book donation, is only the beginning. They will also set up a special mailbox on campuses, allowing children to express anything in words they do not dare to say. This will help parents and teachers understand more about children's thoughts.
In Taiwan, a middle-aged woman felt chest pain and chest tightness, preventing her from sleeping. She was later diagnosed with pulmonary alveolar proteinosis, or PAP. To treat her, the doctors performed whole lung lavage to restore her lung function. Let's learn more about this rare lung disease.
56-year-old Mrs. Jian felt chest tightness a year ago. Her situation worsened as she would pant while walking.
I felt chest pain and I could not fall asleep. I was also short of breath, so I had an X-ray.
Through the X-ray, a doctor found there was infiltration in Mrs. Jian's lungs. Then a further check led her to be diagnosed with pulmonary alveolar proteinosis.
The protein secreted by the lungs cannot be cleansed by alveolar cells. Therefore, the protein accumulated in the lungs and led to infiltration.
As the protein secreted by the lungs cannot be cleansed, patients will cough, feel chest tightness, and have difficulty breathing, and need to undergo lung lavage. Bronchoalveolar lavage is known as lung lavage. It is done by filling the lung with sterile fluid, with subsequent removal of fluid along with abnormal surfactant material.
We did it 10 times. From the left side, you can see the yellowish substance. There's protein accumulated at the bottom.
After repeated lung lavage, Mrs. Jian's lung function has been restored. The rate of occurrence of the disease is 5 in a million. If people cough or feel chest tightness for more than 3 weeks, they should consult a doctor immediately.
Also in Taiwan, about 3 months ago, Chen Youpeng, Master Zheng Yan's personal camera person, died of sudden heart attack. His death was mourned by many in Tzu Chi, as he had been videotaping Master's image and speeches for 21 years. And now he has a new identity, a silent mentor. His body was donated to Tzu Chi University College of Medicine to help medical students improve their skills, preparing them as future doctors. Here's more.
Holding back tears, people followed Tzu Chi's Dharma masters and prayed for Chen Youpeng, Master Zheng Yan's cameraman. Chen Youpeng used images to form affinities with Tzu Chi volunteers around the world, and now he has a new job.
Youpeng, I now pray that you'll be free from any attachment and return to this world.
Chen Youpeng was a cameraman and also a good friend. He had passed on his experiences to his apprentice, Ye Cheng-en. Both of them have videotaped Tzu Chi's missions for years, and they were like father and son.
He was generous and liked to be friends with other people. Someone once asked me what he had taught me. He had taught me not just how to film with a video camera, but also how to deal with other people. I'll continue videotaping and apply what he had taught me in daily life.
His unselfish wish brings himself to medical students and helps them accomplish their studies.
We will cherish Teacher Chen's great wish. In the future, when I carry out my practice and experience any difficulty, I'll remember Teacher Chen's smile, and his smile will make me feel better.
This time, 34 students will take part in the simulation surgery. 8 silent mentors will be there to fulfill their wishes. That's wish they will return to this world with their grand vows again.
In Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur, the monthly recycling point at Desa Tun Razak Flats is a gathering place where local residents and care recipients can come together to contribute to society. Recently, the original place is being slated for a parking garage. Fortunately, a local business owner provided space in front of his store for Tzu Chi to host its monthly recycling day so that everyone can continue to do their work to protect the environment.
This is the monthly recycling day at Desa Tun Razak Flats of Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur. Tzu Chi Care recipient Mr. Balan Al Sanggu often sorts his recyclables ahead of the volunteers' pickup.
The recyclables given to me by my neighbors, I clean and put it away. When the volunteers come by each month, I have a lot saved up.
This recycling point is seeing the end of its days as the area is turning into a parking lot. Local kind-hearted business owner provided the lot in front of his shop for the volunteers to continue sort recyclables.
Recyclables Tzu Chi collects is mainly used to help those who are having difficulties. I am very willing to provide the space for everyone to do good.
That space is marked for a parking lot, so we moved over here to this storefront to collect our recyclables. This spot is better because we do not need to worry about the rain or sun. We can sort recyclables with ease here.
The action of these recycling volunteers inspires others around them to also share their wealth.
In Malaysia, a Tzu Chi volunteer, Wu Qingyong, learned about Tzu Chi's recycling mission in 2015. Since then, he has not only dedicated himself to recycling, he has also inspired many people around him to join him. We'll leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.